Yeah, hi everyone. So we already discussed how Playwright can automate our web applications. Today we are going to learn one of the most important concepts in Playwright test framework that is none other than fixtures. Okay, so fixtures are very important not only for writing Playwright tests but also for building a real-time automation framework. So today I don't want you to just memorize the syntax. By end of the session, you should understand what is fixture, why do we need fixtures, how does fixture work, and what are built-in fixtures. Okay, and what is custom fixtures, and where do we use fixtures in a real-time project. Okay, so before I explain fixtures, let me ask you one question, guys. Okay, suppose we have, okay, suppose we have 100 test cases, 100 test cases. Every test needs open the browser. Okay, next thing, every test needs a page. Third one, some test needs login. Are we going to write same setup code inside every test? Are we going to write the same setup code inside every test? So here the answer is no. If you do that, our framework becomes very difficult to maintain. Difficult to maintain. This is where fixtures coming to the picture. Okay. So now picture is nothing but, wait a second, guys. Picture is equal to ready to use test setup. Okay. A fixture is something that prepares and provides everything a test needs before a test starts. A fixture is something that prepares and provides everything test needs before the test starts. Okay. So for example, if my test needs a browser page, Playwright can provide a page. Okay. If my test needs a browser page, Playwright can provide a page. Okay. So if my test needs browser context, Playwright provide a context. Playwright can provide context. Okay. So third one is if my test need a browser, Playwright can provide a browser. Okay. So instead of manually creating these things again and again, Playwright test provides them through fixtures. Okay. So let me give you a real world example here. Okay. I'm writing here. Don't worry. Imagine, imagine you go to hotel. Okay. So first thing is you book room, right? So next one is when you enter the room, the bed is already prepared. Bed is already prepared. Okay. So towels already available. Okay. So water is already available. So you don't need to prepare anything yourself here. Okay. The hotel prepares the room for you. The hotel prepares room for you. Because in the same way, a fixture prepares in the same way, a fixture prepares the environment required by our text. Okay. So this is the main purpose to use. Okay. This is the main purpose to use a fixture in our test cases. Okay. So you can see this one fixture having, okay, prepare test setup, create resources. Okay. Next thing is like provide resources. Okay. After that, inside the text, inside the every test, execute the test steps, and then you can get the test results. Okay. So just remember this simple sentence, guys. Okay. Picture prepares test users. That's it. Okay. So that is the basic idea about the fixtures. Okay. Now I want to go to open our test case. Okay. So this is the playwright structure I already explained in previous classes. So now you need to understand very simple with a simple example. Import. Okay. I'm importing test comma expect from the playwright text. Okay. After that, with the help of the test method, I am writing the my test case verify page title. Okay. After that, I start the asynchronous function. Inside that, I'm using page. Okay. I'm start writing the test case. Like after that, I want to go to page dot page dot go to google.com. Okay. So after that, once it will be go to the Google, I want to expect. Okay, expect on the page. Okay, on the page I want to explain with to have title. Okay, just I want to write like this, Google. Okay. So now I'm pointing to asynchronous page. I'm talking about right now, I'm talking about only on this line. Okay, look carefully at this part, guys. Okay. So here I'm writing what is this page. What is this page here? What is this page? So we did not create it using. Okay. Like we did not create like this. We did not using like new page like that. Okay. So we did not manually launch our browser here. Okay. Still Playwright give us a page. Still, Playwright giving us a page here. So that page is nothing but that page is a built-in fixture here. Okay. So now I'm explaining the flow, each and everything. So don't worry. Okay. So now Playwright text is there. First step one will your Playwright text is here. Okay. The next step two, create test setup. Third one, browser. Okay. Fourth one, browser context. Fifth one, page. Sixth one, your test case use. Okay. So when the test starts from, okay, when the test starts from, Playwright take takes care of the required test environment. Okay, take care about the mm, required test environment. We simply request the fixture we need here. Okay, here we requested page. Okay, now we requested the page here. Okay, Playwright provides that page to our text. Okay, that's why we can directly write page dot go to, page dot click, page dot fill, page dot locator, like that. Okay, so without manually creating the page, understand that point. Okay, so why fixes does not mean browser actually? The next very important question, fixture does not mean browser. Okay, so many beginners are get confused here, so please be careful to listen. Okay, so one important point, don't think fixture means browser. Fixture means browser. Okay, so fixture is a border concept. Browser is one resource. Okay, page is one resource. Okay, context is one resource. Okay, Playwright test provides several resources through fixers. Okay, browser is, like fixer is not a browser here. Okay, so just understand the thing. Fixer is here. Fixer is a broader concept. Okay, browser is a resource. Page is one resource. Context is one resource. Okay, now here Playwright test provides several resources through fixtures. Okay, so like I'm creating one table for you, like what are the inbuilt fixtures in our testing part. Okay, page. Okay, page, what it means, browser page or tab for the test. Okay, next context. Okay, context in the mean isolated browser context here. Okay, next browser. Browser is also another built-in fixture. Browser instance. Okay, so next one is a request. Request is nothing but API request context. Okay, so next one, browser name here. Okay, here current browser name. Okay, so now base URL. Sorry. Now next one is base URL. This one is also configured base URL. Okay. Next playwright playwright library object. Okay. So these are the some of the most built-in fixtures you will encounter. Okay. But don't try to memorize everything. first understand of three most important things. First one, browser. Next one is context. Okay. Next one is page here. Okay. So here I want to tell you something, guys. Okay. This is very, very important. A browser contains context. Okay. In the browser, multiple contexts are available. And also one context or one any context contain multiple pages as well. Okay. So think about a real browser. Browser is main browser instance. Okay, this is the my main browser instance. Inside the browser I'm creating three contexts here. One is JavaScript, movies, and another one personal. Okay, now I want to open JavaScript context here. Okay, this is my browser, actually this is my context. So we can have one or more pages. Suppose I'm opening the one Google page here. This is one page. Okay, inside my context I need to create multiple pages or tabs. Okay, a page is basically the browser tab or page where our application is isolated or loaded. Okay, so like just imagine here the browser is apartment building. Okay, so context is individual building, individual apartment. Okay, page is nothing but room. Okay, so this is only an analogy to understand the relationship. Don't memorize the analogy as a technical definition. Okay, so why browser context is browser context is important. Okay, why browser context is important. Now imagine we are testing an e-commerce application. I want to test two users. User A equal to customer. Okay, user B equal to admin. Should their login sessions interface with each other? Like my question is, should their login sessions interfere with each other? So my question is no. Your answer is no, right? So correct. So that's where browser contexts are very useful here. We can also isolate browser states such as cookies, local storage, and session information between contexts. Okay. Yeah. So should their login sessions interface with each other? So the answer is no here. Okay. So that's where a browser context are very useful. Okay. We can isolate browser states such as, like I'm writing the same points here. Don't worry. Okay. We can isolate browser state such as cookies, local storage, and session information, session information between between context between context. Okay, so let's say for example this is my browser. Okay, so inside the browser I have context A. Just assume context A. So inside the context A, I log in customer login. Okay, so after that context. Okay, context B. Okay, context B, I log in admin. Admin login here. Okay, so this is the thing actually. The next thing is why do we need fixtures here? Okay, why do we need fixtures here? So now see, without without fixtures. Okay, so without fixtures you can repeated setup. Okay, and duplicate code and hard maintenance. and at the same time framework becomes easy, become messy, sorry, become messy. Okay, so but with fixtures, okay, with fixtures, what is happening? Fixtures, reusable setup. Okay, next, less duplicate code and easy easy maintenance and clean framework. Okay, clean framework. So the biggest advantage is reusability and maintainability. We don't want to every test to contain the same setup logic here. Okay, we want setup to be centralized and reusable. Okay, so now I want to write some practical example. Okay, just here you need to suppose we have test one is there. Okay, in the test one we have search product. Okay, test two we have add product. Okay, test three we have checkout. Test 4 we have order history. Okay, test 5 cancel order. Okay, cancel order. So all tests require here login. Okay, all tests require all tests are required login here. Just you need to what is the good and bad approach here. Okay, just I want to write a high level code. Test is there, inside the test you want to write search product. Okay, search product async, inside that page is there. Okay, just you need to see login code here, and after that search product code here, and also I want to write the second text here. So that is the thing, nothing but like add product. Okay, add product async, a page is there, right? Inside that I want to write it like this, same login code you need to paste it over here, and after that add product. Okay, so here students, what is the problem here? You need to understand. So here login code is repeated. Okay, tomorrow username login or login process changes. Login process tomorrow, login process changed. Okay, what is happened? How many places do we need to modify? Okay, my question is how many places modify? So maybe 30, 100, 200 places. Okay, this is not a good framework. Okay, this is not a good framework. Now I want to introduce one custom fixtures topic. Okay, custom fixture. Here you need to understand what my question is. First initial question is, what if Playwright fixture are not enough for our project? Okay, so like suppose our application requires our application requires a special setup. Okay, so maybe we need to log in. Okay, suppose we need to log in here. Okay, maybe we need to create text data. We need to create test data. Maybe we need to API client is there. API client is there. Maybe we can create our own fixtures here. Okay, this is called as this is called as custom fixtures. Okay, so now I want to explain one method extension so you can understand very important thing. So test dot extend. Okay, text dot extend. So what it means? Okay, here I want to create uh, one folder inside my project. Okay, I want to name it as fixtures. Okay, not here. Like I want to create globally like this. Okay, now I want to create here fixtures. Okay, so inside it I want to create one file that is called as uh, fixtures.js. Okay, now I want to create like this. So inside that I want to import one thing, like one is test as base here from Playwright text here. Okay, so here I want to show you export constant test equal to base dot extend. Okay, so base dot extend. So this is my creation of our own fixture, custom fixture. Okay, this is the important method. Okay, so this is the important method. Text dot text dot extend. So here I am adding alias name for text as base. So that is the reason I'm adding base dot extend. Okay, don't confuse here. So we use extend text dot extend to create or extend future fixtures. Okay, so think of it like existing playwright text. Okay, just existing playwright text plus our own reusable setup is equal to custom test customized test framework. Okay, so like suppose if you have playwright base test is there, base test is plus custom fixture is equal to extended test. Okay, so here I want to write a simple thing. Okay, simple thing, just how to write the test and how to use it in our test cases, just understand it. Okay, just I'm writing in the notepad as well. I will show you the later, I will show the real-time example. Okay, just I want to write the just assume uh, this is the fixture file, fixture.js file. In this file I'm writing this code import. Okay, test as base, test as base. Okay, from at the rate playwright hyphen text. Okay, so here I want to write export constant test is equal to base dot extend. Okay, so here I want to write one is user name colon specific colon, after that async, inside that comma use use. Okay, inside that await use admin. Just I want to write like this. Okay, don't worry about that one. So then you can, like, this is the test file. Okay, this is the test dot specification dot js. Okay, this is my test file. In this file I want to import my fixture here. Okay, import text is there from dot slash fixtures. Okay, so this is the fixture file, fixtures. Okay, here you need to understand. Okay, now I want to write the text equal to test. And what is my text actually here? Login, login text, login text. Just understand. Login, under login test, comma asynchronous is there, same thing inside this page comma username. Okay, after that you need to place arrow function and spaces. Okay, console.log username. Okay, after that await page dot go to this website. Okay, suppose I'm writing an example website, ddps www.example.com. Okay, now we want to see here each and everything step by step. Here we are created our own fixtures called username. Okay, so this is our fixture. What is my fixture name? Username. Here Playwright doesn't have a standard built-in fixtures called as username, right? We created it. Then inside our test we simply request username. You can see, just we can simply request username. Okay, like page is also fixture, built-in fixture. Username is our customized fixtures. Okay, you can add it into the our test case. Okay, so like just that is the reason I'm adding inside our test. Just put on to the username. Okay, and the fixture give us the value. Okay, so now you can observe one thing is there. Use is there. Now you will see something called use here. Don't be scared by this. Okay, the easiest way to understand it is use passes the fixture value to the text. Okay, whatever the value here passed in the method of use, it will automatically pass to the text. Okay, suppose if your fixture is creates prepare value, so here in this example your value is admin in your fixture. Okay, automatically this value is used or received in your text. Okay, so fixture prepares the value, use makes that value available to the text. Okay, just I want to show you a real time example. Okay, so you can observe it now. Inside this text, okay, sorry, not in text, I'm inside the this fixture. Okay, I want to write like this. Okay, logged page, logged in page. Okay, this is my fixture actually. After that you can mention semicolon. Okay, so after that asynchronous page is there. Okay, comma use. After that this is your fixture. Inside that you can write it await page dot go to. Okay, page dot go to. Inside that just you need to write https. Okay, www.demo.com. Okay, so after that await page dot locator. Okay, so like I remembered that is the username. Okay, after that field method. Okay, inside this just sta standard user is my username. I passed in the fixtures. After that page dot locator. Okay, inside that id is password. Okay, inside that you can fill the password here secret. Okay, secret sauce is my password here. After that I want to click the login button, page dot locator. Okay, so login button is my id. Login button is my id. Okay, now I want to click on this button with the help of the click function. So whatever the things we are written in this logged in page, so now I want to use the same things in our test with the help of the use method await use page. Okay, so I already explained detail about this. Okay, now in the text specification I want to test specification, everything I removed here import. Okay, just I want to space text is there from. Okay, from fixtures dot fixtures. Okay, this is my fixture import. I already declared in the fixtures whatever I need actually, especially this text. Okay, after that I start writing the test cases. Okay, verify products. Verify products is my test case. After that I want to paste it asynchronous. Simply I pasted logged in page. Okay, after that I want to write like this. Okay, await logged in page dot locator. Okay, after that it's a title dot to have text is my method. Okay, to have text is my method, that is products. Okay, this is my code. So here now we have created a very useful fixtures in my project. Okay, our fixture is called as log like fixtures.js, that is logged in page. Okay, what does it do? First it receives the playwright page fixture. Okay, now you can open the source demo text. Okay, then and it will enter the username and password, and it clicks the login, and finally it uses use page and provide that already logged in page to our test. So our test does not need to repeat the same login step here. Okay, so immediately our test case should be use the same fixture in it is, so it will execute automatically. So this is the actual power of fixtures. Actually, we move common setup into one reusable place. Our tests become shorter, cleaner, and easier to maintain. Okay, so like these are the things actually. Like another important concept is fixer scope. In simple terms, scope tells us how long fixers live and when it is recreated. For example, a fixer may be needed separately for each test, okay, while another resource may be shared at a border level. Okay, in real frameworks, choosing the correct scope is the important performance and test isolation. Okay, for Playwright, text fixtures are designed around test and work life cycles, and fixtures can be configured with options such as scope and auto. Okay, so we will discuss the remaining things in the later sessions, don't worry. Okay, we have multiple examples is there, like in this life if you are attending any interviews, some of the important questions is what is fixers. A fixer provides a reusable prepared environment or resource. Okay, resource are required by a test. Okay, what are built-in text fixtures in Playwright? Okay, page, context, browser request, browser name, base URL, and others. What is text.extend? Okay, it is used to extend base Playwright test with custom fixtures. What is nothing but use method? Use passes the prepared fixture value to text and marks the point at which the test consume it. Okay, different things are there. You need to practice it well. Okay, so we will see in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.